So the next story, which I already revealed, is about Sherlock Holmes. Do I have the right slide this time?
Yes, you do.
Do you want to check?
Yeah, it's correct.
Anyway, after a successful box office, good reviews, and a Golden Globe for Best Actor for Robert Downey Jr., wait, what am I trying to say? It's no surprise that a sequel has been fast-tracked for Sherlock Holmes.
Well, yeah, it's not surprising at all, because, I mean, the thing was, they set Sherlock Holmes up. If you saw the movie, they set this movie up to be a series. It was very obviously set up to start a series.
Oh yeah, but you need to have a good box office and typically good reviews in order to do that, because there's a lot of movies these days that are set up for sequels that don't get a sequel because.
Well, I mean, here's the thing: they knew what they were doing. They knew they had Robert Downey Jr., who's like the guy to have right now as far as your lead character, as far as like almost like a character action movie. He's kind of the guy to have right now, especially after the success of Iron Man. And
but they also had Guy Ritchie, a director, and Guy Ritchie is anything but a box office draw. He's actually the anti. He's like the anti-box office draw.
Well, then, if anything, he knew what he was doing.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, he definitely knew what he was doing. But I mean,
you had a well-known franchise name, and you have a well-known actor, and they knew what they were doing. They knew that by setting this up for a franchise, it was gonna have. I mean, it was gonna get success. They probably didn't know it was gonna get the kind of nods it's getting as far as awards, but they knew box office and money-wise, it was gonna be a success.
I don't know. I guess it's just a fast-track sequel seems a good idea for Guy Ritchie, because at least he can finally say he has a series that, I mean, is not just a DVD success, but it's a box office success, and keep going. But bad news for other projects, because I mean, because of this, he's not going to do Lobo, which was going to be. DC just has no comic book films working for them, basically, except for Green Lantern, and it's like, well, there goes the other one you were going to put all that money into. And
Green Lantern's going to be a success, though.
Yeah, well,
just looking at it, it looks like it's going to be a success, though. Speaking of which, really quick, there was one thing I wanted to touch on, was that, did you see where Ryan Reynolds is now saying he's been in talks with the Deadpool writers like every single day, and he's making sure that this movie, you know, he says every single day, despite the fact he's got other projects he's working on, he keeps in contact with the Deadpool writers once a day to make sure that things are coming along perfectly. Like, he's still focused on that movie, and that makes me happy to know that while still working on the Green Lantern, he is very interested in Deadpool.
He's made it abundantly clear in every single one of the interviews he's done about that this will not be Wolverine, and that he is, I'm pretty sure he's a producer, or he has creative control or something like that on the film, because he said he says the character will be policed by him to where it's not bad. So, man,
I'm gonna be so disappointed if this movie actually sucks.
If it sucks, he's gonna take a hit from the comic community straight up.
If this movie actually sucks,
because Hugh Jackman running his mouth about Wolverine, it's like, oh
yeah,
man, I'm a big Wolverine fan. It's gonna be just like Wolverine needs to be, and really, Wolverine's a pussy, basically.
Yeah.
And, you know,
Wolverine is not a pussy.